Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Monday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host this evening. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing well and that you had a nice weekend. We're so glad that you're joining us here tonight. We're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia this evening. As always, anything could come up in this quiz. Truly, whatever your strengths are, be they history, pop culture, sports, it could happen. We'll find out. Come on over and get yourself signed up for tonight's game by coming to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name and email address. Let us know if you are or are not a part of the league, and then click that button that says join game. Thanks again for being here with us. If you are in the league, great. Welcome back. If you're not in the league and are just playing casually, you're welcome to be here as well. Also, you can get signed up for the league here this evening. It is week 6 already of season 54 of NYC Trivia League, but it's never too late. We take your top 7 scores throughout the season and compare those with the other teams who are also in the league, and you can see how your team is doing by heading on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Hope your teams are doing well thus far in this season. Tonight, we're playing 4 rounds of trivia. The first 3 categories of the evening are question and answer themes, and our 4th and final category of the night is a picture round. So the majority of this game is going to be made up of those question and answer style rounds. Here's how they're going to work. I ask you a question. As I ask that question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning you will be able to see the questions that I'm asking. Some of those questions may have multiple choice options, but the majority, if not all of them here tonight, are going to be short answer questions. Enter in the response that you think is correct, and then please make sure you click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Yes, there's a countdown timer. It is there for all of those questions. You got to make sure you click submit answers in time. Let's say you knew the answer right away and you still have some time left on the timer, but then you're like, oh no, actually it's this. Enter in a different response. Just please make sure that you click submit answers again so that we get your new and hopefully improved response to that question. Additionally, let's say you spell something incorrectly. Do your best to spell things right, but we do have a great system in place to handle such things. The wonderful Trivia Peter is working behind the scenes here tonight, and he will make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. Thank you so much, Peter, for being here and helping us out here tonight. All right, everybody, if you're just joining, hi, I am Meredith. I will be your trivia host tonight. Get your team signed up for tonight's game by coming to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name, an email address. Let us know if you're in the league. Click that button that says join game. The 4th and final theme of the night is going to be that picture round, which is structured differently than our first 3 categories. I'll walk you all through the specifics of round number 4 when we get there. Why do it now? We're going to go over it again shortly. I do have 2 rules that I ask that you all kindly abide by this evening. Our first and most important rule of trivia: don't cheat at this game. Please refrain from looking the answers up. I am well aware that everybody out there has the internet at your fingertips. It's a beautiful, miraculous thing, but do not use it to look anything up. That is not the point of what we're doing here. Play fairly, keep it fun for everybody. Rule number 2, please refrain from giving away the answers in the chat. Talk to us in the chat. We love to hear from you. Cinnamon Bun saying, ho, ho, ho. I don't know why. It's not Christmas, but I'll take it. Talk to us. It's so great to hear from you all. It is your last opportunity, folks, to get signed up for tonight's game before we dive into round number 1. So once again, come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name and email address. Let us know if you are or are not in the league, you're going to be joining these teams from the Helsinki Syndrome down to the Rubber Yolks and every team in between. I welcome you all to tonight's quiz. I wish you good luck. Let's see what happens tonight. Our first category of the evening, we're talking all about the year was 1989. Most of you probably were alive in 1989, but if you weren't, hopefully you know a thing or two about that year. Let's see how you do in round one. Question one. Initially appearing as animated shorts on The Tracy Ullman Show, what TV series debuted as its own show December 17th, 1989? And today is the longest running scripted American primetime TV series. Your correct answer for number one is The Simpsons, the longest scripted American primetime TV series. Apparently been on for, what, 33 years? Is that right? Hope you knew it. Having a good start to the game. 89% of you got it right. Here's number two. Named for an Italian astronomer, what NASA spacecraft was launched into the solar system on October 18th, 1989, on a mission to study Jupiter and its moons for 2 years, with its final assignment being to plunge into the gas giant's atmosphere? What was the name of that spacecraft? That Italian astronomer that is the namesake of that spacecraft is Galileo, as in Galileo of Galilee. Simply Galileo was the name of the spacecraft. Question number three on Thanksgiving Day, 1989. The fabric of our lives was introduced as the slogan for what? They went on to use this slogan for a very long time, became a song, the touch, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives. Cotton, your correct response for number three. 75% of you all got that one right. Let's check out question number four. Michelle and Barack Obama had their first date in 1989, which involved seeing what Spike Lee movie released on June 30th that featured the director, as well as actors Danny Aiello and Samuel L. Jackson. On their first date, the Obamas saw Do the Right Thing is your correct answer for number four. As depicted, I think, in the movie South Side with You? Is that what it's called? It's either with you or with me. Let's keep it going, folks. Question five in the year was 1989. What artist had three number one hits on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in 1989 with the songs Cold Hearted, Straight Up, and Forever Your Girl? Cold Hearted, Straight Up, Forever Your Girl, all number one hits by Paula Abdul. Paula Abdul, your correct response for number five. Our sixth question in round number one. Beginning in April 1989, Chinese students began gathering in what city square located in Beijing to protest for democratic reform of the country's communist government. Please name that city square. Your correct answer for number six, that Beijing square, is Tiananmen Square. Tiananmen Square. Our seventh question in round number one, 1989. Not only was Taylor Swift born in 1989, but it's also the name of her fifth studio album, which dominated the charts and surpassed the sales of what album that the singer released 2 years prior? Also, if many of you out there are waiting on scoring for number six, I know you've got a preview of what the next one is from me telling you. You don't see it just yet. Peter is rescoring due to some spelling discrepancies here, and living up to his job by making sure that you get the points you deserve to get. Let's give him another one of these. Thank you. We're locked in. 95% of you all got that one right. Very well played. Avis and Bobo, harsh critique. I strongly disagree. We took away to make it relevant to today. And also, how could you not ask about it with an album literally called 1989? Her previous album was Red. Red is your correct answer for number seven. We are on to our eighth question in round number one. On August 24th, 1989, what former manager for the Major League Baseball team, the Cincinnati Reds, was handed down a lifetime ban from the sport after allegations that he had been gambling on games while acting as a manager? In August 1989, that former manager who was removed from being able to participate in any MLB um, of any kind. It's Pete Rose, everyone. I bet you knew that. Pete Rose, your correct response for number 8. 76% of you all got that one right. On to our ninth question in this round. What oil tanker ran aground in Prince William Sound, Alaska, March 24th, 1989, spilling 11 million gallons of oil? Helsinki, always good for a fun fact. The commissioner who imposed the ban on Pete Rose was Paul Giamatti's father. I cannot currently confirm or deny this, but I trust you. That is wild, amazing. Our answer for number 9, that oil tanker, is the Exxon Valdez. Exxon Valdez, your correct response there. And our final question of round number 1, Disney's The Little Mermaid was released in theaters November 17th, 1989, and went on to receive 3 Academy Award nominations, winning 2 for Best Score and Best Original Song for what composer? Excited for the new Little Mermaid? I will definitely see it. I'm curious about it for sure. I've heard there are some lyric updates to songs like "Kiss the Girl." Seems like a good move, Disney. That writer, the composer rather, of the music and songs is Alan Menken, the lyricist Howard Ashman. But what we were looking for here is Alan Menken, which 46% of you all got right. And that does bring us to the end of our first round of the game. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Let's check in with our standings. We've got a tie right now in 13th place with 8 points. The novelization of Aaron Brockovich, 2000. Susie's team, Fancy, Jive Turkeys, Pieced It Together, The Babadook, Nidhogg, The Helsinki Syndrome, tied in 5th with 9 points, Gravy Blossom Season, The Blue Shells, The Brusual Suspects, The Quizlamic State, Porch Turd 2, Deck Turd, Why Not Zoidberg, 2 for the Drinks, 2 for the, pardon me, you all are in the lead. Nope. Why Not Zoidberg and Beer Geeks inside for weeks, as well as the question marks. It tied for the lead right now. I already said their name. 2 for the Drinks, 2 for the Snacks, Avis and Bobo, Witty Walrus, and the Rubber Yolks. All right. It's on, everybody. You're doing very well in this first round. If you weren't in that top bunch, don't stress about it. We have so much game left to go. We do private events, everyone. I bet you knew that. If you didn't know, think about us for your next get together, whether it's something personal like a birthday party or something corporate like that emo band. We'd love to be a part of your next gathering. Reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. We are here to personalize this game specifically to your interests. If it is a work gathering, we could add in some questions specific to your work team. If it's a personal gathering, maybe it's something for a wedding shower. We could write questions about the happy couple. We're here to make it fun for you. Reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. Our second round tonight is in the category of common bonds. Common bonds. We've done a round like this before, and some of you probably remember what this is going to be like, but as an overview, in this common bonds round, you will be given 3 different words, and your job for each clue is to provide the one word that can be combined with all 3 of those words to form a common saying. Here's an example for you all that is worth 0 points. If I were to say jaw, ceiling, and magnifying, what is the one word that unites all of those things? Your answer is glass. So we've got glass jaw, glass ceiling, magnifying glass. So glass is what we were looking for here. This is interesting to see, Nidhogg, how many people folks have on their teams. We got 4. We got 2 teams of 2. Love to see it. Also, something corporate, not emo. What would you call them, Peter? Alternative rock? I don't know. Let's get into this round officially. I have your first question that's actually worth a point. There will be 11 questions in this round since we had that example. Here is number 2. Box, piper, and dollar. The word that can be added to all 3 of those words is sand, as in sandbox, sandpiper, sand dollar, sand. Your answer for number 2. Here's number 3. We've got coffee, navy, and counter. The word that could be added to all 3 of those words to create some kind of common saying or phrase is bean, as in coffee bean, navy bean, bean counter. Bean, your correct response. On to our 4th question in common bonds. What is the common bond between Judy, Aaron, and district? The common bond here is judge, as in Judge Judy, Aaron Judge, and District Judge. Our 5th question in this round, or list of 3 items, more accurately, it could be called. We've got mushroom, salary, and bottle. What unites those things? We've got a mushroom, cap, salary cap, and bottle cap. Cap, your correct response for number five. On to our sixth list of three items. Here it is. We have challenger, skin, and dive. The word that could be added to each of those things to make them something else, some common phrase, is deep, as in challenger deep, skin deep, deep dive, or pardon me, skin, yep, skin deep, deep dive. Your answer there, deep. Okay, number seven, we have stick, Roman, and Yankee. With a round like this, the likelihood of there being more than one answer is low, but it's possible. So if you come up with something that we hadn't considered but does fit all three of those clues, Peter will look it over and is happy to take things into consideration. Your answer for number seven, we've got a candlestick, Roman candle, and Yankee candle. Candle. 92% of you all got that one right. I think it deserves one of these. We haven't heard one yet this game. On to our eighth question in this round. What word unites photo, chop, and pet? The word we had in mind for number eight is shop, as in photo shop, chop shop, and pet shop. Shop. On to our ninth question in this round. Reminder, there are going to be 11 of them here. What is the word that unites these three words, or in this case, four words? You'll see we've got well, human, and John Malkovich. That word that brings these three things together is being, as in well being, human being, and being. John Malkovich being your correct response, which 95% of you got right. Love to see it. Okay, our 10th question in this round. What word unites double, planet, and male? The word we had in mind here is daily, as in daily double, Daily Planet and Daily Mail. On to our final one in this round. Here it is, number 11. Your words are shutter, kitchen, and Christmas. The word we had in mind here is island, as in Shutter Island, Kitchen Island, and Christmas Island. Hope you got it. Let's see how you did on number 11 and check in with our standings. We are 2 rounds into tonight's quiz with 2 rounds left to go. Currently, we have a tie in 8th place. These teams have 18 points. Brusual Suspects, Witty Walrus, Avis and Bobo, Why Not Zoidberg, Jive Turkeys, Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And we've got a tie for the lead. No one has a perfect score 2 rounds into the game, but these teams have only missed one thus far. 19 out of a possible 20 points. The Rubber Yolks, Gravy Blossom Season, the Blue Shells, the Quizlomic State, Porch Turd 2, Deck Turd, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and the question marks. All right. Excellent game thus far. We do have 2 more rounds left to go tonight. Before we get into round number 3, I'd love to briefly look over what's coming up for us, everybody. Our next quiz, as always, is going to be on Wednesday. You can find us here for 19 at 8 o'clock Eastern time at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. We hope you check out our Wednesday game. And of course, stick around afterwards on Wednesday. The movie quiz is back, everybody. So please play the movie quiz after you play with us here on Wednesday. Next week is going to be a little bit different. I do have some personal things keeping me from being here for you all, which means that we're not going to have a quiz Monday or Wednesday next week. I do believe there is the movie quiz next week. That's a great question. The Helsinki Syndrome. We'll find out for sure and let you know on Wednesday right here. But yeah, just so you all know, this is what's going on. We will be off next week, but I think the movie quiz is happening. And we'll see you the following week. It'll be May. It's going to be May. Ask Justin Timberlake. Let's get into our 3rd round of the night, which is in the category of seeing stars. Star, your keyword in round number 3. It'll be either a part of the question or the answer. We're talking stars. Here's number 1. What astrophysicist is the host of the talk show and podcast Star Talk? Friend of the show, Neil deGrasse Tyson is your correct answer. To those of you who played with us back in 2020 in this virtual setting, you may remember we did have a great cameo from Neil deGrasse Tyson when we worked in conjunction with the American Museum of Natural History. It was so cool. We missed those folks. That was awesome. Also, this team name, they won best team name that night, Neil deGrasse Bison, and they got to meet him in a Zoom meeting. It was very fun. Our second question in this round: what Friends actor who was in the 1984 music video for Dancing in the Dark has played the characters Gail Weathers and Jules Cobb, and recently received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Your correct answer for number two, it's Monica Geller herself. Courtney Cox just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Courtney Cox, everyone. I believe that the only other Friends actor of the main cast who has a star on the Walk of Fame is Jennifer Aniston. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that that's true. Our third question in this round: the NHL team, the Minnesota North Stars, moved south in the 1993-94 season, getting what new name? The Minnesota North Stars, they moved and became the Dallas Stars, is your correct answer for number three. On to our fourth question in Seeing Stars. Here it is. Starry is the name of a lemon lime soft drink from PepsiCo that has been introduced in 2023 as a replacement for what other beverage? Your correct answer: PepsiCo got rid of Sierra Mist, and now they have Starry. I wonder if it tastes the same as Sierra Mist. As a non regular connoisseur of Sierra Mist, I couldn't tell you. Our fifth question in this round: we are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars, is an often quoted line from the play Lady Windermere's Fan, written by whom? Lady Windermere's Fan, written by Oscar Wilde, is your correct response for number five. Wilde. Our sixth question in this starry round, nominated in 2021 to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, was what lead singer of the group with songs like Dancing in the Street and Heat Wave, who is nearing the deadline to meet the $55,000 fundraising goal to get that star? Name that lead singer. They have until June to raise this money. Pretty wild to think that you have to raise that much money or just donate that much money in order to get a star in the first place. Those songs are by Martha and the Vandellas. So that lead singer is Martha Reeves. Martha Reeves, your correct response for number six. It was a toughie. Only 37% of you all got that one right. I think it deserves one of these. Though, as always, when we have a tough one, that does mean those of you who got it right deserve some extra praise. So, well done to that. 39%. It just went up a little bit with a rescore. Our seventh question in this round, the Lil Nas X song Star Walkin' was written as an anthem for the 2022 Esports World Championship in what multiplayer online battle arena video game from Riot Games? That song, Star Walkin' by Lil Nas X, was an anthem for the League of Legends World Championship. League of Legends, your correct answer for number seven. Another toughie, perhaps even harder. 32% of you all got it right, just for fun. Question number eight. This star-nosed what kind of creature holds the Guinness World Record as the mammal that is the world's fastest eater? These animals, they see their food and they consume it in 227 milliseconds, which is less than a quarter of a second on average. For a little bit of context here, I read that it takes a human being 650 milliseconds to brake after seeing a red stoplight. Or, you just run right through it, I guess, sometimes. I hope not. So, yeah, very fast eaters. They are star-nosed moles. Mole, your correct response for number 8. Two more questions in this round, then we're moving into the final category of the night, our picture round. Question 9. Famous for their Chuck Taylor All-Star basketball shoes, Converse became a subsidiary of what corporation in 2003? Gentle spoilers for the movie Air slash spoilers for real life. Converse, once very successful on their own, were bought out by Nike in 2003. Nike, your correct response for number 9. And our final question of round number 3. Featuring actor Martin Starr, what sitcom that is a Star's original program debuted in 2009, ran for 2 seasons, and has returned for season 3 in 2023? This one happened to be my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that Party Down was going to come up at some point this evening. Give me a follow at Trivia Meredith. I do give away a hint every single time we bring you a new quiz. And reminder, our next quiz is going to be right here on Wednesday, the 19th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. We hope very much to see you all then. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to help you out just a little bit. Anyone seen this new season yet? I was a fan of the original 2 seasons. Haven't checked it out yet, though. I don't think we have stars. We'll have to work on that. Let's check in with our standings, shall we? We are going into our final round right now. Here is where our top teams stand as we get into that picture round. Tied in 13th with 24, Savage Beer Garden. Love that name. Brutal Suspects and the Question Marks. In 12th right now with 25, the Blue Shells. Tied in 9th with 26, the Quizlamic State, Witty Walrus, and Avis and Bobo. Tied in second place. It is a tight contest right now. These teams have 27 points. The Rubber Yolks, Gravy Blossom Season, Porch Turd 2, Deck Turd, Why Not Zoidberg, Jive Turkeys, Beer Geeks, Inside for Weeks, and the Helsinki Syndrome. In the lead right now, all on their own by a margin of 2 points with 29 out of a possible 30 points. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our final round coming at you momentarily. On your answer sheets right now, if you scroll down under all of those player names, check them out. See who's playing tonight. You will find these here tipping widgets. Tips are very much welcome and appreciated. It goes to show us that you like what we're doing and you want to see us continue this virtual quiz. So consider a donation if that's something in the cards for you. Let's get into our final round of the evening. The picture round tonight is in the category of Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. As a sort of clue for this round, and for those of you who know this already, the character Neo in The Matrix is referred to as Mr. Anderson. So, truly, this entire category is a moment where you have been Keanu'd. We have Keanu'd you with the entirety of the picture round, that you're not going to see him pop up in the category. Let's check it out. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of famous people who have the name Anderson in either their first or last name. It is your job to name the person. And since we already know that Anderson is a part of their name, we are looking, please, for both their first and last names to get you the point here in this round. You're going to have 5 minutes to work on this round. You'll see 10 images. Each of them have a number inside of them, 1 through 10. Underneath those 10 images are 10 numbered blanks. Enter in that person's first and last name on the corresponding numbered blank. Let's see what else. If you want to be able to pinch and zoom, get a little bit of a closer look, there is a URL that's part of the question. So feel free to go to that on another device so you can get a closer look at that. Let's do it, everybody. Please name these Andersons. 5 minutes on the clock. We're about 3 minutes into this 5 minute picture round. Hope it's going well for you all thus far. Look at that. I'm on this Anderson person's body. Name the person. We're looking for a first and last name. Make sure you put them in the correct order. Good luck, everybody. It is happening, everyone. We are almost there. Make sure you enter in something on all of those lines. It doesn't hurt to place a guess if you don't know. Reminder, we're looking for first and last names. Make sure you click that button that says submit answers. Good luck, everybody. Keep an eye out for the countdown timer. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of Andersons here. Let's see if you were able to identify all of them here. Image number one is Anderson Paak. Image number two looks like me right now, but in fact, it's Gillian Anderson. Your correct answer there. Image number three, you know him from MySpace. His name is Tom Anderson. Number four, the late great Louis Anderson. Number five, that is Anthony Anderson. Number six, that's director Wes Anderson. Number seven is actress Pamela Anderson. Number eight is Anderson Cooper. Number nine is director Paul Thomas Anderson. And lastly, image number 10 is athlete Tim Anderson. That brings us to our final question of the night, our tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number. So that means you can guess over that number or under that number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever is closer breaks that tie. Let's do it. Starring Gillian Anderson, the TV series The X-Files ran for how many episodes? The X-Files, starring Gillian Anderson, ran for a total of 218 episodes. 218, your correct answer for the tiebreaker. In the event that you were a part of a tie here tonight and your team ended up in the top 15 or so teams, we will post the results of this tiebreaker on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League as soon as we're able. So keep an eye out. We'll see what happened with all of these ties here this evening. I hope you all had a great time playing with us. It's been a joy being your host. Reminder, we do have these tipping widgets right there directly on your answer sheet page. Help us out if you can. Really appreciate your support. We're so grateful that you're here tonight. And once again, a reminder, our next quiz is coming up on Wednesday at 8 o'clock at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Stick around on Wednesday because the movie quiz is back immediately following our quiz. And then also next week, we're not going to be here. I really wish that I were able to run the quiz next week, but I will not be able to. So we're taking a little hiatus, but we'll be back in May, that first week. So don't worry, it'll just be those two games and we'll be right back with it. Let's head on over to the winner's circle. A big congratulations tonight to our top teams. Finishing up the quiz in 20th place with 31 points, Fancy. Tied in 16th with 32 points, Savage Beer Garden. Susie's team pieced it together, and the Babadook. Finishing in 14th place tonight, we have a tie with 33 points, the novelization of Aaron Brockovich, 2000, and Avis and Bobo. Tied in 11th with 34 points, Brujual Suspects, the question marks, and Jive Turkeys. Finishing up tonight in 10th place with 35 points, the Blue Shells. In 5th place tonight, we've got a tie with 36 points between Gravy Blossom Season, the Quizlamic State, Witty Walrus, Why Not Zoidberg, and Beer Geeks Inside for Weeks. Tied in 2nd place tonight with 37 points, the Rubber Yolks, Porch Turd 2, Deck Turd, and the Helsinki Syndrome. Our winners tonight, they had a commanding lead throughout the game, though commanding is probably the wrong word. It was more like a very close lead, but they held on to it throughout. 39 out of a possible 40 points. Congratulations go to 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. So well done. A great game for so many of you. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. A big thank you to Peter for keeping this game running behind the scenes tonight. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. And thank you to Murr for creating this amazing software that you all played the quiz on this evening. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Hope to see you all on Wednesday. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, and have a great night.